This is the biggest, greenest, meanest, and not so leanest deck in the entirety of Pokemon TCG Pocket. It all starts with Venusaur EX, who has a whopping 190 hit points, the highest in the game. Its attack also can heal itself once it can access its 4 energy attack, dealing 100 damage and healing 30. This makes it the beefiest and most, consistently large and in charge Pokemon in the entire game. Because Venusaur is a grass type Pokemon, that healing is amplified by the existence of Erika, who can heal for a whopping 50. This means that between Erika, Venusaur's natural ability, you can be healing 80 per turn without a lot of effort. There are even decks that go in further on this investment, playing cards like Butterfree and Extra Potions to be able to heal even more during one turn. The point being made here is Venusaur is one of the most dangerous endgame threats in the entire game. Venusaur EX can deal with an entire team on its own without risking dying a lot of the time. So why is it so hard to use? This is what I currently consider to be the best deck for Venusaur EX in the game. And it's a little bit confusing, but I'll get through all of it. The reason I like this deck for Venusaur EX is because Exeggutor EX gives the deck a different dimension. Where other Venusaur EX decks, which we will talk about in this video, are fairly one-dimensional I am going to Venusaur you decks, this deck has the ability to take the initiative and start beating down the doors with both normal Exeggutor and Exeggutor EX. Now you'll notice a pretty odd split here, normal Exeggutor 2, Exeggutor EX 1. That is because we still are a primarily Venusaur-focused deck. It's also because the difference between normal Exeggutor and Exeggutor EX is not actually that massive. They do basically the same thing, Exeggutor EX just does it maybe 10, 20, 30% better. The issue that you run into, though, is that Exeggutor EX is much worse at scaling into the late game with Venusaur EX because when it dies, it gives up 2 prizes. This gives your Venusaur EX vast vulnerabilities to opposing Sabrinas. The problem you run into with Exeggutor EX is that once it has done its job of soaking damage and doing some damage and you've established your Venusaur, you can still lose if you have any Pokemon on your bench for them to Sabrina out instead of that Venusaur so they can get that 3rd prize. For this reason, we've indexed much more heavily towards normal Exeggutor, partially because it's a great tank at 130 HP, and it's a grass type that can take Erika buffs, and this is very crucial, it's a card that likes going first. Going first in Pokemon Pocket is very, very tough. You don't like it, especially in an energy-hungry deck like Venusaur EX. This is a deck that needs a lot of energy to get set up. And because it needs so much energy, it needs something to be doing while it's sitting there on the bench soaking up all that energy. Exeggutor and Exeggutor EX are that card. Both of them attack for a decent amount with 1 energy. Both of them have 100 plus HP, which is an important breakpoint because it means they won't die to Starmie EX or Pikachu EX with a Giovanni attached to it. That breakpoint does matter a lot, and it is one of the biggest reasons why I am so pro Exeggutor EX and Exeggutor as the package in the Venusaur deck. The other package you may commonly see is Petilil and Lilligant. Now, Lilligant is a powerful Pokemon that in theory makes a lot of sense with Venusaur. We just talked about how Venusaur needs help getting its energy going, and Lilligant is a meaningful energy battery that this type of Pokemon can access. Getting extra energy on your Venusaur is actually really, really cool. Here's the problem. You have to invest an extra energy onto Lilligant compared to Exeggutor to start getting paid out, and Exeggutor ends up being more tanky. So when you actually make the comparison, Lilligant needs an extra energy investment to start getting paid out and gets one-shot by Starmie EX Giovanni or Pikachu EX Giovanni. Exeggutor only needs 1 energy the entire game to do everything you want it to be doing, whether that's EX or normal Exeggutor, and lives through both of those attacks, which means you get an extra turn, which means you get an extra energy. This, in addition to the fact that Exeggutor and Exeggutor EX give you a good go first line, is what really makes the difference for me when you compare Lilligant versions of this deck to Exeggutor versions of this deck. I think they simply are not the same. Exeggutor is meaningfully better. I've also seen people trying versions of this with Weezing. Weezing and Koga is an incredible tank engine to have access to, and it gives you a massive amount of HP effectively. The ability to send your Weezings back to hand and then start evolving them again is remarkably powerful. And at 110 HP, with good typing, especially good typing, it's not going to get one-shot by that 90 plus 10 from a Pikachu EX or from a Starmie EX. Now, the issue here is a little bit more complex. I think this is good, but I also think it might be over-indexing on being slow. You are forced to make an unfortunate choice when you play this deck. You have to choose whether or not you're willing to risk your energy being bad and not having the right green energy in order to use Venusaur, or you have to choose to never attack with your Weezing. And I think if you're never going to attack with your Weezing, you might as well just be playing Exeggutor. I get the appeal of Koga in a deck like this. It makes sense, but I do think that if you're not going to be attacking, you might as well just play the guy that has 20 more HP and can attack. That's sort of where I'm at on Weezing here. I understand the appeal of trying to mix these two decks together, but I don't think it's worth it when you have as strong a Pokemon in your color, or energy, I should say. I'm sorry, I'm using Magic terminology, like Exeggutor. By the same token, I think that I have tried this Mewtwo type stuff in here. I think I've tried a lot of Mewtwo stuff recently, basically, where it's like, okay, now that we've established that base Mewtwo is like a really good card in a lot of different matchups, just to sit there and tank, maybe we can try it as a generic tank here. Obviously, this deck is running all grass energy. You have the X speeds in here so that you don't get immediately blown out by Mewtwo's double retreat cost. This is actually like quasi-functional, I think, but again, the comparison to Exeggutor comes in. What is the upside of doing this over Exeggutor? Why would I want to do this? And I think generally Exeggutor's upside as not just a really big tank, but also as a Pokemon that can pressure when you are on the play and generally pretty starved for energy, is what gives this deck a dimension that it needs that simply playing tanks does not. With all of that said, this is my favorite version of the deck. I think it is as good as a Venusaur deck can get right now. Venusaur as the unkillable boss monster hidden behind good early game pressure like Exeggutor is a very powerful strategy to begin with. You are going to have to be very careful about choosing when you are going to go in on Exeggutor EX. He is meaningfully better than Exeggutor. 30 more HP and a little bit more damage guaranteed, plus the upside of even more damage. He is better, but the gap isn't as huge between him and his non-EX counterpart, so it is a little bit tough to decide when you want to go in and risk giving up those two prizes, because those two prizes make you so vulnerable to Sabrina on the back end once you've set up your Venusaur. The last thing you want is to jump through all the hoops required to set up the biggest, messiest, evilest boss monster in the game, and then get Sabrina'd and they blow up a Bulbasaur in your back line, and then you lose. That's the last thing you want, and Exeggutor EX does make you vulnerable to that. His upside, in my opinion, as a one-of, is worth it because he lets you pressure very meaningfully and is a big threat on his own, but I do not think that I would ever be running two in a list like this. As always, I have been KM Pocket, aka KM Best. If you enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to put some gameplay on the back end so you can learn how I play this deck. As always, once again, thanks you. I said thanks you. Jesus, I'm so washed, dude. We're going to cut the video right here, go right into the gameplay before I start ranting about saying thanks you for too long. Let's do it. I'm going first with Exeggutor, dude. Let's do it. We're gonna flip some coins, bro. Bent corner, that thing is not real, but I am happy you got the god. Yeah, multicolor decks are really inconsistent. A lot of it is due to that, yes. Boy, they're drawing a lot of cards. I mean, Exeggutor EX is as good an on-the-draw play as there is in the game. Is that good enough? Against this, I don't know. Going second Pikachu EX with a red card is pretty demonic. Normal Exeggutor is also pretty solid, though. Oh my god, the lack of Ivysaur has hit us once again. Alright, Norm Exeggutor is actually, like, kind of a sick rip here. Surely! Oh my god. Norm Exeggutor is a good card, but, having that guy not be EX is pretty tough. Evolve, or just X speed? Alright. So now we need other guy here. 130, take 90, 90 to... Oh. This looks weird, I know, but... check that out. All right. Okay. Yep. So they go for 60 here. We basically heal all of it with the Erika. Make a second Bulbasaur without all the damage on it. Go for that one. Hit a Stomp. Lose the friggin' coin flip anyway. Alright. All we've had to do is hit one out of these multiple coin flips on the Pikachu, and they'd be guaranteed dead on that next turn. As is, they're only 50% dead. And now they're 0%. Rip, yep. I mean, we're still gonna keep doing it, right? Oh my god, Exeggutor. My brother. You're fucking killing me, dude. Lost every coin flip. Oh my god. We're losing every coin flip. We're not drawing Ivysaur. Again. Kind of an unbelievable. Are you kidding me? We just lost 4 coin flips in a row. You got it. Jesus. Oi. Uh-huh. Yeah. I don't think they're gonna... I mean, I guess this is the part where they lose coin flips so the game can pretend it's fair. Oh, God. All right. This fucking Pikachu, man. Surely they miss a couple coin flips on this Zapdos next turn, yeah? Surely they miss a couple coin flips on this Zapdos. We can't die to 2 Sabrina because they already used one. So, you know that's not happening. Surely they just miss all of them. Are you fucking shitting me? Now we win this coin flip, right? Of course. I mean, we're kind of in it, right? We're not dead. Kind of. we're making our way through this in the most annoying possible way. Yep. All right, here's the deal, Exeggutor. Oh, shit. Uh-huh. That's their second Sabrina used. Do we have to go for it right now? We can coin flip this game. We can't switch with Soar. It doesn't work. We have to coin flip it. Because we have to use the energy here in order to retreat. So we have to coin flip. Oh my god, dude! How is this my life? Fuck, man. Alright. We are, as far as I can tell, still not out of it. Exeggutor. Are you shitting me? Okay, but here's the thing. They have no potions left. No Sabrinas left. They shouldn't be able to win here. And this is also crucial. They cannot play another Zapdos EX because their board is full. So there's nothing in the deck that lives a revenge kill Venusaur EX. You win? I'm trying to figure out... Do you think this waiting for your opponent to return is them conceding? You think that's what's happening here? You think they just, like, tilted off and left? Let's go, baby. That's our win condition, is they get sick of this shit. Now that they've left, it's time for Exeggutor to start winning coin flips. You know what I mean? What an awesome Pokeball that is. Unironically, this is the play. Nice! Now that they have left, it's... fucking coin flip time, baby. Now that they've rage quit the game, it's time for Exeggutor to start winning some coin flips. Oh, this is going on the YouTube. This is the YouTube game right here. This guy sucks. Oh my god. What an unbelievably worthless piece of crap. But, and this is crucial, his 8 billion HP unironically won us the game. Like, we stalled to this point thanks to his 8 billion HP. Oh my god. This is our... Yeah, they didn't. Going second. Important coin flip to win. Well, we have an Ivysaur. Ooh. Okay. Well, we know what we're playing against. They didn't open on any of the basics, so no Ralts, no M2EX, but that's one of Ralts or M2EX in their hand. So what's the rest of their thing? Wow, that's an unbelievably good start. Okay. Okay. I think I just lose on the grounds of that's a whole lot of cards. Ugh. Ugh, 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 disgusting. They're about to do all that, and my turn is going to be equip energy to Bulbasaur, go. Woo! Game sure is different when you do that, huh? See, I'm actually a little torn right now. Surely Venusaur just solos whole game, right? All right. I mean, I guess. Do I Sabrina right now? The problem is, I don't ever beat the Mewtwo EX, correct? Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, I guess we'll see, right? What a hand. So, if they brick Gardevoir, we can beat the Mewtwo EX. But they have to brick Gardevoir for 2 turns. Yeah, I mean, 160. All right. What's 160 plus 50? I need to draw what's her face? I need to draw Erika. No, they just have to have a second Giovanni. Oh, hey, there's Erika. No, we're doing it. We're doing it. Surely they just brick one more turn, right? Surely they just brick one more turn. Absolutely gamed on. Hey, what can you do? Ooh, we finally lost a coin flip with a pay-to-win coin. Okay, we need to stop drawing this hand. I swear I just saw this hand. Where are my executes? Dog? Okay. I don't want to get red carded out of this, so I'm going to swap in the execute now. And then they still might red card, but we have Exeggutor, and a copy of EX in there, which I do think they probably have to be pretty scared of. They're not Mistying turn 1, which is generally pretty good for me. I do think this could be Articuno 18 trainers, which means red card very likely. There's the hand scope looking like 18 trainers for sure. But honestly, if we draw into EX here, that's better. Like, Exeggutor EX is exactly the card we want if we're going to evolve here. Surely we rip it. Oh my god. So now we just win a couple coin flips. They can go for, like, our lose condition here is they Misty win flips, I lose flips on Trop Swing. Okay, not a Misty. That's a really good outcome for us. Second EX. If you're them, do you start pumping up the second one now? Because that leaves their energy stranded. But I do think they're probably supposed to, unless they're just going for a full Misty YOLO, which, again, not unlikely here. I would not run one Lilligant. I'm only running one Exeggutor EX. One Exeggutor EX, I think, is correct. I'll get to why after this, because I might do a video on this deck, but, like, also, I'm pretty sure one Exeggutor EX is just correct. All right, pay to win coin. No! Pay to lose coin! The reason one Exeggutor EX makes so much sense is that you really don't like being super vulnerable to Sabrina. Okay, that's scary. Okay. Once you've set up your big boss Venu EX, you really don't like being as vulnerable to Sabrina as you could be. And so, your Exeggutor EX, his job is actually mostly pretty well done by normal Exeggutor. Okay, I think they're setting up for a second Misty, where if they win the coin flip, they get the Blizzardo. Yeah, I mean, my hand is the same stuff as it was previously. I would like to draw Ivysaur or Erika. Maybe Ivysaur now. Holy crap, dude. There are 5 cards in the deck, and 2 are Ivysaur. We didn't need that one to win. It's fine. Pay to win coin does what it needs to do. All right, we just need them to not win a Misty coin flip here. We just need them to not win a Misty coin flip here. And in terms of draws, we could also draw our Sabrina, I believe. Which I believe we have one of. No Misty, 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 no Misty. Ah! Okay. All right. That'll do it. They left the fossil up. Sucks to suck. Yep. Ah! Horrifying. I have 3 Exeggutors in the deck, all of which make going first a little more appealing. Yep. Okay, that's... What the hell's happening? Oh, banger alert. Banger alert. We love going first again. We love going first again. Oh. Oh. We're a go first gamer once again. Everything is better again. Absolutely. I mean, like, that's all cool by me. I'm gonna just keep making my way through these. Favorite deck to play? Probably Pikachu EX. This is the part where we, like, just brick on Ivysaur forever, right? We just forever brick Ivysaur. No, actually, Marshall, because the amount of decks that actually have good go first lines are very limited, right? Like, your good go first lines are basically Exeggutor and Weezing. And, like, people will be like, oh, well, Marowak and all that. No. No. That shit doesn't count. Get out of here! Yeah, Marowak, Rapidash, but that's not really, like, it's Weezing and Exeggutor and everything else. No! My hand was so good! Shit, man. Oh. Okay. Erika's pretty cool. So, in the expectation of Drag O Night, which is not actually possible because they don't have a Dragonair. Yep.